Hey, welcome to the Razzle Dazzle Show, a podcast where we talk about our favorite video games and all things pop culture with an emphasis on our favorites. I'm your host, Jared, and our guest today is Zu from Berserk Boy Games. Zu is an indie game developer, pixel artist, and animator known for creating Berserk Boy, a fast-paced 2D action platformer inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man. As the lead developer, he brought the game's vibrant pixel art, tight gameplay, and elemental transformation mechanics to life with a soundtrack composed by T. Lopes. Following its release in 2024, Zu has continued pushing creative boundaries with his next project, Berserk B.I.T.S, an idle RPG auto-battler that blends retro aesthetics with deep customization. Passionate about classic gaming influences, Zu is dedicated to crafting experiences that merge nostalgia with fresh, exciting mechanics. Please let us know what you think about this episode somewhere on the internet. Be sure to follow us on our socials and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Links to them are down below. And with all that being said,
it's Razzle Dazzle time!
Hello, Zu. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
Thanks for having me. I'm brilliant. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, a quick Kickstarter question I have for you. Have you ever owned a Tamagotchi, and is it still alive?
Yes.
Yeah?
The one I have currently I'm using is alive, but my old ones are all dead. And they're all actually on the side of my table here, actually, which is a funny question. I was thinking about getting the new Digimon one today, which is very funny you asked that. Yeah, dude, I'm a Tamagotchi guy, so it's a good question.
Oh, I love that. The closest thing I've ever had to a Tamagotchi is the Pokewalker from Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold, where it's basically the same thing where you just transfer Pokemon from the game into this little side thing, and you can level it up by taking more steps. You can do mini little battles with other Pokemon in it. You can capture other Pokemon, but it sucks, and you don't have to worry about keeping it alive. Of course it's Pokemon, it'll always be alive, but after throughout the years I've lost my copy of Soul Silver, which I'm still devastated about, and I still have my Pokewalker. And inside it, the last time I checked, there's an Eevee inside of it, and now it is forever trapped inside the Pokewalker because I can't transfer it to another new save file because they're each Pokewalker specific to a certain save file. So it's trapped, and I can't do anything about it.
Oh, that's a sad story. Well, it's kind of a sad story, but kind of cool because you can keep it forever.
Yeah, right? And it's weird because Eevee is not one of my favorite Pokemon, but there's just an Eevee in there. I don't know why I put it in there. It's just there. I don't know.
It's like the Pokemon chose you sort of thing. You didn't you didn't want it to be there, but it's there now.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start at the beginning. Can you tell us, where did you grow up and how would you describe the musical background of your childhood?
Yes, I grew up in the UK. I live in Redditch. It's like a small town near Birmingham. There's a lot of alternative rock, indie rock, growing up. So yeah, I used to like a lot of Arctic Monkeys, Kooks. I used to see small bands like Swim Deep and stuff. But yeah, as I've grown older, I should really listen to music again. I just listen to video game music now. So
it's so real. It's so real, man. Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I mean, I still like a lot of indie rock. I played drums growing up, so what I'm into myself as well. So yeah, good place for music.
Did you play any instruments growing up? Were there any instruments in the household?
Yeah, just the drums. I mean, I've still got them here actually, but I never play anymore. But yeah, drums. I tried guitar, didn't really blend with it because that was my brother's instrument, right? So I didn't want to copy him. So yeah, I there's a bunch of things, but yeah, the only thing I really stuck to was the drums.
Okay. What kind of music were your parents playing, or your brother was playing, in the household?
Well, there's a lot of ABBA, but I'm just trying to think of that. What's her name? Oh no, I think is it Gwen Stefani? No, it's not Gwen Stefani. It's basically think of female singers, who like Britney Spears, all that sort. That was my dad's favorite music.
A lot of pop then.
Yeah, a lot of pop, but a lot of female pop songs. So I'm trying to remember the one. It might have been Gwen Stefani. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of female pop songs growing up. Michael Jackson, ABBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a lot of that. But I didn't really gel to it too much. But I know like all the words when they pop on, so I guess it's just like stuck in my head.
Right. Just based on exposure. Just because of exposure,
Yeah.
you know it.
Pretty much like car journeys and stuff, right? They'd just be like on loop on a CD or something. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you went the other direction. Like your family was listening to pop, where you went to like indie rock and stuff.
Yeah, I think that was more like friends sort of thing. Like I was just like in a group of friends who everyone just listened to the same thing really, and like we kind of made it our personality to be like, hey, I found a new band, check it out, sort of thing. So I think it was just like the school and like the friends I had that sort of like influenced all that.
So what was the first band or musician that really got your attention when you were young then?
I think it was Arctic Monkeys. I think it was
Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, they're a bit. They're not like what they used to sound like at all, but yeah, they were like. I remember just thinking they were so cool. Like I used to like obsess over the lead singer Alex Turner so much. Absolutely fair. Mate, it's good you're asking music questions. I haven't talked about music in like years.
Yeah, man, that's part of the show, baby. Like we try to get like into your headspace, like who you are or who you were growing up through music, and then we get to like all the other cool stuff. You know, we try to awesome. We try to versify the pop culture talk.
Nah, that's really cool. I'm having throwback memories here that I totally forgot about. So
good. That's exactly what I want you to have.
No, it's perfect.
Do you remember the first physical music that you've owned that was yours? Like first vinyl, first cassette?
Yeah. So do you remember Linkin Park?
Yes.
Yeah, so I remember I had like the original, you know, the Xbox, the big black Xbox. And there was that snowboarding game. And I don't know if it was every game you could put your own music in or if it was just like certain games. But as a kid, I had the Linkin Park album and I used to just play that album whilst a snowboarding game or playing that. And those two are like forever linked to me now. Like I don't even know if I know that snowboarding game's actual soundtrack. I just think of that Xbox experience and Linkin Park like being one thing. So it's just I should preface, I had an older brother who was like into all this stuff, so I was just like taking his stuff and, you know, copying it, I guess, at the time. So yeah, I think it was like Linkin Park, but I had no idea who the band members were or like anything. I just played it while my Xbox was on. It was just on loop.
The earliest exposure I had to Linkin Park, and I think this is most people my age, and I was born in 2000, is the first Transformers live action movie in 2007. And, you know, at the end, famously, you know, when Optimus Prime is giving his, you know, his monologue, his very, like, the last monologue, you know, I am Optimus Prime. I send this message to all remaining Autobots across the stars. We are here. We are waiting. And then, you know, the friggin' I tried so hard, you know, or whatever that song is. Oh my God. Directed by Michael Bay.
That's so funny.
I tried so hard. I did try so hard to like that song because I'm associated with Transformers and I love Transformers, right? But no matter how many times I watched the movie, I just couldn't do it. Like I remember physically in the theater, like my second time watching this, 7-year-old me like trying to bob my head to the beat of the song, and I'm like, no, I can't. I'm losing it.
What music are you into? I mean, to your credit, Linkin Park is pretty cringy, like, especially now. Like,
cringy for a 7-year-old.
Right? Yeah, you're like, dude, this is so cringe.
The kind of music I'm into like now is like, you know, old school, like 50s, 90s stuff. Like I love Motown. Like I love the Motown sound, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I was just wondering, like, if you carried on going down that route, if you like
not really
stuff or something.
No,
but,
it's like, you know, Motown, soul, R&B, jazz, and like classic rock, and like I love pop. Like I love Michael Jackson and Prince and stuff, you know? So like
yeah, awesome.
So this next question requires a bit of context, so please bear with me. I am a producer and audio engineer at a NPR PBS station in Southwest Florida called WGCU, and we have this other show that I'm a part of called 3 Song Stories, where we tell people's biography through music. So the guests will come in, they pick 3 songs that every time they listen to these songs, they immediately get transported back to a time and place that they have a significant story associated with it. It could be funny, it could be silly, it could be like, a very tragic, heartfelt story, or just a fun little anecdote. Just something that they have connected to a song. I want to ask you off the top of your head, do you have a song story?
I think I do. When you said transport in your head, I did think about something. These questions are brilliant, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm actually thinking, and so I went to not a music concert. I went to a trip with my friends. We watched the UFC, and on the way back, I didn't listen to Post Malone before this, but my friend who was driving had Post Malone on loop on the way back, and like a month after I moved to Japan, and I remember I got a bunch of music when I moved there, like when I commute and whatnot, and for the first like 3 months, I just had that White Aversion song Post Malone on loop constantly. I don't know. I just got into him, right? It was like a new fad. So now every time I put it on, like it's an old song, right? Like obviously it came out a long time ago, but when it comes on, I'm like, oh my God, I remember being obsessed with this. And yeah, it reminds me of when I first moved abroad. So yeah, I guess that would be the one. I don't actually listen to Post Malone at all anymore, but yeah, it was that one song because my friend was hammering it on the way home on the drive, and then I got the album. So
on the way home from like the airport to like your new place in Japan?
No. So we went like on a trip before I left. So okay. We went to watch the UFC in like London. So it was a long drive there and back. And then a month later I moved. But after that trip, I got like hooked on Post Malone because my friend was listening to it on the way back. And it sort of like bled into my travels, and then I was listening to it like for the whole like first 2-3 months when I was in the new country, right? So like, yeah, that's why I guess I was listening to that the whole time. Yeah, weird. I've not thought about that.
Watch out. And how does that song fit into your life today?
If it pops up on shuffle, I'll leave it on. I don't know. I don't really listen to him anymore, Post Malone. I don't know. To be honest, mate, like I said earlier, like if I go for a run or a jog or which was when I'd mostly listen to music anyway. Yeah, these days it's like inspiration music from games. Like so I try to come up with like something for like a project or something like that. So this chat is making me think I should download some albums or something.
Well, speaking of video games, let's shift gears a little bit. Do you remember the first video game console you've had?
Me personally, or like in the household sort of thing?
Both.
So we grew up with a Sega Mega Drive and then moved on to the Saturn like pretty soon after. So my old man and my brother were heavy into gaming.
Yeah.
So I didn't play them, I would watch. I played a bit of like Streets of Rage and what's that, Altered Beasts game when I was a kid, and Sonic on the Mega Drive.
Yeah.
But I'd say my first proper console, like my own one, was Game Boy Advance. So yeah, I've been gaming for a while, I guess. So yeah, one thing I did miss was the PlayStation. I didn't actually grow up with a PlayStation. I came to that super late. So like I had a massive backlog of stuff to catch up on, but yeah, mainly like pixel art games I actually grew up on. So
yeah,
Game Boy Advance era and all that.
Okay, so you're definitely a Sega kid though.
Yeah.
Got it. And
what about you?
My first console was a Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness Special Edition GameCube. It came with Pokemon XD, of course, but my first few games was that. Mario Kart Double Dash, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, and Super Smash Bros. Melee. And then I got a Nintendo DS Lite, which I had for like the longest time. But now I've grown into like a very big a retro gamer, right? Where I have just about almost every Nintendo console, right? Like the things I'm missing are like the Virtual Boy. I have like almost everything else but the Virtual Boy. I have every Xbox up to the Xbox One. Like I have the first 3 Xboxes. I have a PlayStation 2, 3, and 5. You know, like I've expanded from just Nintendo.
Dude. How do you feel about the actual act of like collecting all this? Because like I love collecting, but
Yeah.
dude, I can't find time to play anything. Like, I
That
enjoy
is so
collecting
real.
more, right?
That's so real. Like when I did get a new console, I will play it for like, I don't know, with whatever game I got it with or got it for, I'll play it straight for definitely a week. Lucky if I'm playing it for a month. But like, yeah, you're right. After a while, it's just like, not only are new games still coming out, also like trying to get new games to you, more games for these older consoles is expensive. Right. It's hard to find. Trying to find like a good working copy, you know, it's and also just finding the time with life, work, social life, totally and like it's so hard to keep up with like a lot of things, especially playing the old games. But of course, if you make the time, that's the main thing you want to play.
Yeah,
great.
Totally did.
But here's the other kicker: with the newer consoles, especially for like Nintendo, there's the NSO or the virtual thing, you know, whatever online, it's called.
Yeah, the emulation, right?
Yeah, where you can play the old games. Like you can play NES, Super Nintendo, N64 and Game Boy Advance games on your Switch. So like that kind of makes me not want to like boot up my N64 to play Ocarina of Time now. Like I just recently as in recording, like this is actually a long time ago. It's about a year ago. I recently got a physical copy, a gold cartridge of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I've only booted it up to make sure it works, and I haven't even played it. You know why? Because I'm playing it on the Nintendo Switch.
It's like they know. It's like they wait. Like, dude, what you're saying right now is like, do you remember the analog pocket consoles that came out, the FPGA handhelds?
Yeah.
Dude, I waited for that for so long. It finally came, and Nintendo were like, hey, you can play all your games, these Game Boy Advance games on the Switch. But dude, there's something like special about these things that are like dedicated to one type of game though. Like, you know, you can really be like, I'm playing this and it's just this, and you can't like, you haven't got the temptation. Like for me, it's like when you have an emulation console and you're playing like a Game Boy Advance game, you can literally just be like, actually, I want to play something on PS1 now. You just like turn it off and flick over. But when you don't have that ability, you do stick into the game a bit more. So there is something special about collecting those like
for sure
original hardware. But damn, I hate how it's on everything now, like on Switch and all that.
No, I agree. Like I absolutely love it when Limited Run comes out with a actual working cartridge of a game that's like old or whatever, so, or you know, 16-bit or whatever, right? Like right now I'm still, as of recording, I'm still waiting for the unreleased Shantae game, like the supposed to be second Shantae game, whatever, and I'm waiting for the actual working Game Boy cartridge of that, like Game Boy Advance cartridge for that.
That's dope.
And I'm so excited to play it because I love Shantae. You know, I have every single Shantae game, and all of them are physical thanks to Limited Run. There is something special about having the physical media, and there's this whole other conversation of preferring the physical media over the digital because you always have it there. No matter what. Totally. Like the Nintendo servers could shut down today, and if I want to play the OG Zelda, I can still get my cartridge, pull it out of storage, plug 100%. In my NES, and hopefully if everything's still working, just play it. Yeah,
no, that's totally true. And also they look so cool. Like when you have the actual physical stuff, they just look so cool. Like they don't make consoles, like they don't make stuff that looks like that anymore. So it's just, it's so cool.
Oh, I love this little tangent. I love it so much.
I love this is like my sweet spot. Like if you saw like my collection of like junk. So when I lived in Japan, are you aware of Book Off, the shop?
No, I'm not.
Oh, dude, it's just like it sells like a bunch of like used goods, like electronics, books, you know, figures and stuff like that. And yeah, I just basically every time I'd walk into that shop, I'd come out with something like, you know, like. It's easy to get Tamagotchis there as well. You know, any Switch physical or like, dude, it just goes on and on and on. But this is I could talk about handheld garbage all day that you know clutters up your room forever. So. That's so real. I am like in the process as of recording. It might be cut out. I don't care.
The power of editing. I am currently like in the process of preparing to move, and I just started putting away like my collectibles. And I bought 2 new bins, like giant bins from Target yesterday, and they're already full. And I'm like, I barely touched anything.
Dude, like when we come off this call, I'm gonna show you as well. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes. I'm moving as well. They're all boxed up of absolute like tats. Like it's like figures of like random games, and a bunch of like physicals, and dude, it's a lifestyle choice, huh?
Yes, it is. And like, I'm not complaining. It's like I love having the things because I love the actual media. It's just like in these moments when moving and packing things up and like condensing all the shit you have, you're like, oh, damn, do I have a problem? Do I? Is this a problem?
This isn't a podcast. It's an intervention. Yeah, no, I'm with you, mate. Stay position here.
Oh my god, I love this. And like another thing is like I don't have like the room to display everything. Like I want my ultimate setup would be to have like a TV stand that can hold all of my consoles, and I can like have everything ready to be plugged in at a moment's notice.
Oh, that'd be so good.
But like, man, not only is that expensive, but like it's a lot of space. It's a lot of space it takes up.
A lot of space, right? That's the issue.
That's an investment.
I mean, one day there'll be something where you can put everything neatly. I don't know, but until then, I don't really mind having them out everywhere. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it is what it is.
And this is just video games because I'm also like a vinyl collector. I love comic books, you know, and I like I said, I love Transformers. I have a shit ton of like classic Transformer toys, you know, like Anyways,
it's a big rabbit hole. I'm similar with you know, like the anime figures, like the dude. I'm trying to stop now. My wife said no more figures, but as soon as something like pops up on Twitter, like this is on sale at Amazon, reduced price, I'll literally just get it. Like I can't stop. So
I'm right there. I did that yesterday. This is not relevant at all to when this episode comes out, but today, as of recording, is when Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition comes out, which I'm gonna pick up like later today. But yesterday, I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw that they are releasing, like some companies releasing a model kit of one of the mechs, one of the scales you pilot in the game, and I'm like, bro, under $100? Okay, so I just pre-ordered it. Like, dude. It's rough.
So funny. You'll probably forget about that pre-order, mate.
I will. It won't come out till like November.
Dude, I pre-ordered this Ninja Gaiden 2 statue like a year and a bit ago.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they re-released Ninja Gaiden like recently. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that. Then I got an email saying your statue's been dispatched. And I was like, what? What statue? No statues. It's like, yeah, dude. It's sat here next to me. I think I've like moved it around once, so it's just like looking at me. So it's cool though, so I don't mind it.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm actually, sorry. Carry on.
Don't be sorry. I love this. Okay. Since we both love video games, but of course you do, becoming a developer, a video game creator yourself, I want to just know where did all that started? Where did your love of like, where did the spark of like, oh, I love video games so much, I love pixel art, I love the soundtrack, I love this so much that I want to make one my own? Like, where did that start?
So I've always done art growing up. Like I did it at school as well.
Right.
I took it as a subject as well, and I've just loved drawing my whole life, and then I love video games as well. So I think it was around like maybe I was like 9 or 10. I downloaded Click Team or Games Factory or something like. It was just like a small weight software that you can just like make side scrolling top down, pixel art games basically.
Right.
and I used to just like rip sprites from like online, put them in, and not really do anything with it. But I think, but then I didn't make anything then, but I kind of like knew that world existed where you could make games, if that makes sense. I didn't have any skills or anything, but I just knew you can make video games. So when I turned like 18, I was at university, and I was studying something totally unrelated to video games. And that's when I started thinking like, oh, I'd like to do something that's not this for my career. I was studying law at the time. So then, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I use Games. I actually re-downloaded those old two software, Games Factory. I re-downloaded it, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll try to use this. Realized it's such an old engine, and there's like no console support or anything for it. So yeah, and then I got Game Maker and slowly started just like tweaking at it, like making it. And yeah, and then I started doing pixel art, and then I started doing some commissions, and I just realized, hey, maybe I'll just make my own game. Right. And then I just started making Berserk Boy. And there's a bunch of iterations of Berserk Boy. Like, it wasn't just like this game was Berserk Boy. I made like, there was an iteration where he looked like Mob Psycho and he was possessed by an evil aura. And like, there's just a bunch of like Berserk Boy OCs that like went through. But yeah, it was just a slow like burn of like, is this can you make this a job sort of thing? So yeah, it was just very, I don't know. I think I want to say natural, but it was a bit forced as well because I really didn't want to do like a normal job sort of thing. So I really like hammered down on trying to make video games.
That thing was always there, was always present, like even in the background. But then eventually, you're like, you know what? Let me pick that up again.
100% did, yeah. Like I never like even said like, oh, I make video games when I had the software, because I didn't, right? I just like messed around with it. I like would make like a random thing and never touch it again for like 2-3 weeks or like a month or 2 months. So, yeah, it's a weird one. It was just always there, and thinking about it's tough, dude. I can't really remember that moment, if that makes sense. Yeah, that like one pivotal moment. But yeah, it was just like a gradual thing, and then when I was living in Japan, I was teaching, and I'd come home and work on Berserk Boy after teaching. So I guess the real like spark was then. But yeah, I've always like kind of like dabbled around in video games.
So you've already mentioned that one of the first games you grew up playing was Sonic the Hedgehog, and of course that is a clear inspiration for Berserk Boy. But the other big boy, the other big inspiration is of course Mega Man X. Like it's obvious, right? It's clear. These are the clear influences for Berserk Boy. Clearly you are a Mega Man fan, right?
Oh yeah, dude. I really like Mega Man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's tough because whenever I talk about Mega Man to people, I feel like I'm always talking about like the spin-off series more than the actual mainline series. Like I love the Battle Network series, I love Zero series, I like Transmission, I like Command, the RPG one. Yeah, but I love X as well. Like I don't really play the originals. I think I missed that boat.
Yeah.
I played X3. And then onwards from there. And obviously I've revisited them, but my fondest memories are with like Mega Man Zero on Game Boy Advance and Mega Man Battle Network on the Game Boy Advance.
So what inspired you to merge these two styles into a single experience, like the Mega Man and the Sonic stuff? Like, why these two things? Just because you love them?
Yeah, dude, pretty much. Like, again, it was like the OC I was making at the time, which is now Berserk Boy, kinda. I mean, no, well, it's a totally different character now, but like basically I just love platforming games, and I think it was just something I wanted. I wanted a game where there was like a Mega Man-ish world, but a bit more fast.
Yeah.
I know they say like don't make what you want to make for your first game or something like that. But I did the complete opposite. I just made like a complete like, hey, I want to make this game, so I'm just going to make this game sort of project. So it was just the two things I loved basically, and I just thought it just formed the game together.
Yeah, man, and it's a great game. I just want to take this time and say like thank you so much for providing us with a copy of the game, and it is so much freaking fun, dude. I was expecting more of a I was expecting more of a like, run and gun type of thing because I'm thinking, oh yeah, Mega Man, right? And also we, at the time when we first started talking, we were just playing LC, right? We were doing a review on LC. We were collaborating with Pedro and Danny, the Night Shift Games team, because the LC was just coming out. And that's, of course, a Mega Man roguelike type of game. So I'm like, okay, another Mega Man game, great. But it's more like Mega Man Zero and stuff. So like, I personally prefer Zero, and I think my first Mega Man game was ZX, or was a Zero game? Was one of the two.
Oh, nice.
But like, it's Mega Man Zero. So when I saw that and I saw that this is what I get to play, and I'm like, holy shit, like this is okay, great. I'm playing. So LC is like a Mega Man X style type of game. This is gonna be a Mega Man Zero type of game. I'm so into this. Pixel art, beautiful. The animations are so fluid and nice. The backgrounds, the actual like settings are incredible and like spectacular. The combat mechanics are really cool. Like I can see the Sonic stuff there too, because the the grind or the rail grinding or whatever is like straight from like Sonic Rush, I think, and that, I mean, that's what I see, and it's just so much fun. The story is like, it's basic, it's simple, it's Mega Man, right? Like it doesn't need a giant, multi-level layered arc story or whatever. No. There's the bad guy. There are other bad guys. You beat them, you get their powers, you move on. Great. Love it. Simple. There's a little bit of voice acting, which is super cool. The animations, the cutscenes, lovely. It's like so freaking spectacular, dude. It is energetic. It is high octane. It's like there's no point of slowing down during the level other than like, when you complete the level and then you're like level select, whatever, the hub. It is so much fun. So thank you so much for letting us play the game, and I absolutely love playing the game.
Oh, dude, thanks. It's so nice when you send someone like the game and they play it and they get it. So yeah, thanks for your kind words. It's really nice to hear. I never know how to respond to nice words.
I get it. It's weird.
Honestly, so nice to hear.
It's like, yeah, man, thanks for loving the thing I made. I just took
it's really
years
awesome.
making it.
It's nice. I feel like you got all the inspirations too, like the grind rail stuff, and that was ripped from Sonic Advance, but
Sonic
it's also
Advance.
Sonic Rush.
Right.
So yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, dude. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And something I really want to highlight is that you've handled multiple roles in the development of Berserk Boy. You mentioned you did the pixel art, the animation. There's so many aspects like of development that you've had to go through. Is there any part of this that were the most challenging for you?
I found level design pretty difficult.
Okay.
I'm not really a level designer. I just learned that as I went along making Berserk Boy.
Right.
So that was tough. I didn't really know if there was like methods to it, but then you learn, right? You gotta like introduce things to the stage slowly, and you gotta like show it in one form, then show it again in a different scenario, let the player learn and all that stuff. So I'd say that took a bit of time. I think I reworked the levels when I say rework, I mean like complete wipe and then redo like 4 or 5 times, and like up until launch I was changing stuff. So I think I've gotten a lot better at it now, but yeah, you can probably really see that there are some points in the game where I play it back like, damn, I would not do that now, But it's fun. It's fun trying to do it. It's fun learning. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff on it as well. Like, obviously, you're indie, right? There's just not enough manpower to do everything, like have everything done. So yeah, it's good. I'd say managing was a difficult one too, like knowing what you have to do and scheduling and stuff. Treating it like a actual project was difficult. So
of course, yeah. But this also, talking about loving Sonic and stuff, this also gave you the opportunity to work with T. Lopes, who has done the soundtrack for Sonic Mania, if I remember correctly. You got him on to also help or to make the soundtrack for your game. How was that like? I'm sure you're a big fan of Sonic Mania, and then you got the composer doing this for your game. Like, I'm sure that's like super freaking cool.
Dude, yeah, like, shout out to T. Yeah, no, that was awesome. I've go back with T for like 6 years now.
Wow.
7 years maybe. Yeah. We first got in touch on social media over some art I did. That it wasn't a video game yet. It was like a still shot, concept shot of the game. And he just commented like a love heart or something, or like I was like, oh my god, T. So I messaged him like, dude, thank you so much for commenting on my work. Super like green and like excitable. Someone's looking at my stuff. But he replied and he was super nice, and he was just like, if you go further with this, we could chat about working together. So we ended up working together because it ended up becoming a game, and it was really cool, really fun work with him. He's super chill, and like hardly any iterations or like pain points with making music. You just say, can you do this, and send some references, some art, and you'd be like, you mean like this? And he's like, yeah, like that. It was really good. It was a brilliant experience, learning experience for me as well, on like how to be a bit more professional, because we're working with professionals now. So I had to stop like fangirling over everything. start being like, okay, this is how you do stuff, and so it was good. It was really good experience, I think.
Yeah, the professional bit is like so real, because like I get the amazing opportunity to talk to like some of my favorite voice actors who've voiced like some of my favorite characters, right? Like as growing up and stuff like that. So I've got to have like other indie developers of like some of my favorite games on the show, and trying to keep like the fanboy down, but like and bring up the professional stuff. It's like it's hard, dude.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. I still to this day, like when I meet people, like, wait, you made what? Oh my god, that's so cool. And then I gotta rein it in and be like, I don't want to think I'm crazy. So I was just like, yeah, that's cool.
yeah, that's great, man. Like I also made this thing. I'm also professional.
Oh, nice. Anyway. Yeah, it's cool that we're in a space where you can like you can meet those voice actors that you like growing up, and all that stuff. It's cool. It's a cool space to be in, I guess. Like video games and all that stuff.
Yeah, man. It's like and it's crazy. Like who would have thought like this amount of time later, just from like, I think we can both relate to like, here's this thing that I want to work on for me because I want to do it, and like I don't expect anything big out of it, but then it grows and grows and like becomes more of like a thing, like an actual thing that people somehow enjoy for some reason, and like you have all these opportunities because of the hard work and dedication you put into it. And with the other indie devs that I've had on the show, a common thing that's talked about is like, it's a miracle that any game is made, let alone an indie game with a team of like less than 5 people, or like 1 person or 2 people, making a game. Like Path of the Teal Lotus is like it's mainly just 2 guys, and like they have other people, but like they're not part of like the main team. They have their other aspects of like what they contribute to. Like I love Path of the Teal Lotus, and we've had Chris and Trevor on the show, who are like the main people of Squid Shock. We've had the composer, we've had one of the illustrators on the show, and it's incredible how all these people can come together and make this thing. But also there are teams where it's literally just a handful of people and cranking out a game that's like years in the making, like 5-6 years. Like Elsie took 5-6 years to be made, and that's and Night Shifts is a small team, and I love Night Shifts. So with you, like, I'm sure there were times where like maybe it felt like impossible to make Berserk Boy at first, but like you've overcome that obstacle, and like look where you are now. You're about to, as of recording, you're about to have it like physical releases of your game come out. Like that's crazy. That's awesome. You're gonna have another game come out.
Yeah, dude. When you say like when you do look back, it is insane. Honestly, I do sometimes think how difficult it was starting out, and it's really nice. And I don't know, dude. I guess it's just like you just have to be like a little bit insane, right, and just not give up. Like you too, I'm sure, with all the stuff you do, you just have to like just keep going. So I don't know. It's like this perfect blend of like passion and insanity. I think that like makes these things work out. Because I know I definitely lost my marbles making Berserk Boy at some point. I was just like staying up to like 4 a.m. working on that game. Like, if you told me when I was like, not making it, that I'd be hunched over my computer and like work until like 5 a.m., I'd be like, yeah, no, I won't. I hardly do my like assignments sometimes. So, yeah, you just gotta find what you're crazy passionate about, I guess. But it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that we took the time to really acknowledge like how amazing your first video game is. The game that you wanted to make because these are the type of genres of games that you like is, in my opinion, a critical success. It's done so well in reviews and I hope sales and stuff, but like in terms of like the actual quality of the game, it is to me obvious on how much work, dedication, and passion was poured into Berserk Boy. So thank you for taking all those long nights, those hard years, all that hard work, and making an excellent product for other people to enjoy, and also just for yourself.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. Yeah, no, that means a lot. Yeah. We're super happy with it, and yeah, like you said, it's our first game too. So
yeah.
While it's not like, obviously you get better as you keep going, right? But looking back, I do think, oh yeah, I'm pretty proud of it, and it did do well, luckily, and it did all right. So no complaints here. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. I never know what to say, when people are nice.
I get it. No, I get it. when people say, "Hey, I listen to your show," and I'm like, "Really? You do? Oh my god, thanks." Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to a void, dude. We're just a couple of friends, like recording, talking about our favorite things. Like it's not that deep, it's not that big, but like thank you for enjoying it. Awesome. I get it. Well, that's Berserk Boy. I do want to take the time to talk about Berserk B.I.T.S, your newest game that's about to for us release. It is very much different from Berserk Boy, but it's still in that Mega Man genre of like Battle Network and like the Tomodachi stuff that we've been talking about. First of all, I just want to know like why this shift, like what I'm sure the inspiration is easy because you also love Battle Network and you want to make a game like that, but why else would you want to create an idle RPG auto battler instead of Berserk Boy 2?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. So at the time Berserk Boy came out, we were taking some time off, like a couple of months off, and we were going through like, do we make a new IP? Do you make DLC? Do you make like a new type of Berserk Boy game? And then do you know that game Rusty's Retirement? Like it's a idle game that sits on the bottom of your screen.
I don't think so.
So that came out like during that. I don't exactly remember when it came out, but it came out and it was like, I just played it and I couldn't stop playing it. And at that time, I hadn't seen many games that like sort of start on your PC. And so I reached out to the developer like, hey, this is really good. I want to make a Tamagotchi. Like if I did this, I'd make a Tamagotchi style game and it'd be like a battler sort of thing. And he was just like, yeah, you should do it. I was like, oh, maybe. So I just started thinking about it. I was like, how would Berserk Boy work in this? Like, it's a platformer. So then obviously it was just like the light bulb just went up and it was like PC, internet, Mega Man, Valnet. Yeah, the sort of like, it just sort of like came together.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't know if you play Mega Man 4.5, something like this. It doesn't exist, but like there is like the Mega Man community has always wanted like a PET that's like a real PET, right, where you don't have to control it and it feels like you have a NetNavi sort of thing.
Right.
Whereas 4.5 didn't really. It did. Number one, it didn't come out in the West, and number two, it kind of sucked. But I loved it, but I do think it sucks as well. But yeah, it was just like, hey, maybe we could take all these things and make one thing out of it. And yeah, Berserk B.I.T.S came from that. It was actually really difficult to design because it's got like a bunch of things. It's got like a whole battle system in there, a card collecting system in there,
Yeah.
a bunch of creatures you can find and hunt down and like accept missions. It's very much a video game. The scope really got too big, but I'm super happy with it, and it's all locked in now. So yeah, it's a weird one.
Since the demo came out, I finally got a chance to like play some of it, and I have it on almost all the time now, like while editing for this show or like doing whatever else on my computer. It's almost always on, just like going.
Oh yeah.
And this is just the demo, like I can't wait for like the full game to come out, and then like there's more things to do. But this is the first time I've ever played a game like this, so at first I'm like, when I saw like the trailers and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, Battle Network. Like I can recognize that visually. I've never played a Mega Man Battle Network game, so I'm like excited. Like it's gonna be an RPG or something. Like I get to actually like do the thing. And then once I read more about it, and then I saw more about it, and when some more things came out, and the demo came out, I'm like, oh, I'm barely like doing anything. I'm just taking care of these guys while they do their thing. Okay. I've never had this before. I've never had this kind of gaming experience before. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm very much intrigued. So while editing an episode, I just had it on. I decided, you know what? What am I doing? I'm on my computer. I'm going to sit here for like another 2.5 hours because it's a long ass episode. Why don't I try this? Why don't I try this idle game? Okay, great. I booted up, started going, and then I just, it's simple. Click, drag, drop, and it goes. And I'm like, oh, okay. Numbers are going, it's like a thing in my brain. Numbers are going up. Progress is being made while I'm doing nothing, while I'm also progressing on another thing. Love this. Yeah. I love this.
It's like a game for video game addicts, right? Like when you can't get your fix of the game because you're busy, you got to get something.
Yes,
for the numbers to go up, right?
Oh so, my god, yeah,
just like for the addicts.
like there's so many times where I wish I can just duplicate myself, like have the duplicate of me play my games. Or like I play the games and have the duplicate of me do the work, edit, or like do my actual job or something. Like I want to do these things both at the same time, and now I can with Berserk B.I.T.S. It's great. And awesome. Like as a completionist myself, I'm also a big fan of Gerard. As a completionist myself, it's like there is that time sink. Of course, with RPGs, with JRPGs, you're gonna spend dozens upon hundreds of hours with that game. Here, wait, that's just a time sink on the game alone. I have other things to do, but with Berserk B.I.T.S, right. I can do it all at the same time. And like I don't need to like pay full attention to bits because of the nature of it. I just gotta make sure that my dude is like healed up, and I just gotta shake the little heart the heart droids and like pick up the poop. But like after a certain point, all that stuff becomes automatic. Which is awesome.
Heck yeah. What you're describing, like we really wanted an emphasis on like letting the player like look away but still feeling like they've earned stuff. So like even when you finish a run, like there's like a little summary that pops up and it shows all the things that your little dude killed, and like it shows all the things that you collected, and you get level up and your XP goes up, your damage goes up. So it's a lot of like those like numbers go burst up sort of thing. But But beyond that, like, we put so much into, like, there's, like, so many viruses and biomes and missions. So it's been difficult to blend the two worlds, like, between how much to make the player engage with the game and how much to let them be idle, if that makes sense.
Right.
So that was actually, like, a song and dance that was difficult with this sort of game because it's a battler sort of thing. So I didn't really play idle games before, like, literally, like half a year ago, really. So... yeah, it's been fun. It's super fun, and how you're describing this is exactly how I want people to play it and how I've been playing it as well. So
yeah, and I also just love that, like, for both games you've made and making, these are just the games, one, you want to play, and two, you never played but you've always been interested, and like you're just making it. You're just doing it yourself. Like
yeah, no, that's honestly, I was pretty shocked when this thing came out, because honestly, it's like the amount of times I see comments like, I've always wanted something like this when I was growing up, or like, it looks like this game was made for me. I instantly just think like, yeah, we've got the same brain rot. You played Mega Man Battle Network and like you wanted the PET. Me too, dude. And like, that's all I'm trying. It's literally it, honestly. Just making what I'm passionate about, I guess.
Yeah, and I love that, man. And I also just love the setting, I guess, of Berserk B.I.T.S, where like, yeah, you're completely aware that the person playing this is on a computer. So, in terms of like the world Berserk B.I.T.S is in, it's in cyberspace. It's in your computer. It's in the internet. Like, you are literally surfing the web within the game. Like, it's, I don't know, there's those, I don't know if it's meta, but like the game is aware that it's a game and that's being taken place online on a computer. I love that. I love the layers there.
Nice.
It's
like,
cheeky.
yeah, you know, it's good with a game like this because you can have like fun with it and kind of like do whatever. Like, I don't know, like there's some email missions that like reference a lot of random things, and like when your bit, if you leave your bit on the screen, he starts talking, like a bubble pops up on the device.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like references to like Mega Man Battle Network in there as well. Like there's a catchphrase like he's like battle routine set execute, if they say it in the Mega Man, but in our he's like battle routine set, and he's like, oh wait, I can't say that. You know, like you know, you could just like have fun with it because we know it's not that serious, right? It's like you know, it's really fun to make something like this, I think. And like even with the creatures, they have no like sense, because they're all just like weird viruses, right? They're just like whatever, they can look like whatever. So that's been really fun designing whatever, really. It's just honestly, it's just whatever. Whatever you want. If it looks cool, throw it in the game.
It's like Osmosis Jones took video game form for, instead of a living body, it's for a computer. You're fighting viruses. Yeah, because computer gets viruses. So you gotta fight them. You're the anti-virus. Like, go do it.
Oh, I get it. I get the reference. Yeah, I get it. Awesome.
Berserk B.I.T.S is Osmosis Jones, but for computers. Yeah. And I love it. I love everything about
it. That is a tagline. Okay, I love that.
on your next on your next review trailer, just quote that. Just quote that.
Yeah, I will.
The Osmosis Jones of video games. The Razzle Dazzle Show.
Yeah. That's perfect. Okay, you know what? You'll see that.
Yes. That's
brilliant.
Oh my god!
I'll put it on the Steam page, maybe. I like that.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm losing track where I am. Okay, this is so much fun. I'm loving this. Another great aspect of Berserk B.I.T.S is the customization, where you can customize your boy, you can customize your dude, but also you can customize like the living area of where your little dudes reside, and I think that's really cool. You know, like that adds like another thing of like the Tamagotchi aspect of customization of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make him a little nice little base, nice little house. You have an arcade set, have a GameCube, like have all these cool things. Why? Just because you want to. Just because you want to take care of the thing. Like it's the virtual pet aspect of what this is trying to be. Like it's that other half. And I love it. It's fun. You know, it's that makes the passive time being played, it adds value to that. Not just like, oh, you're progressing level to level, but you're also getting extra things for like your base or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, a lot of people say, like, when they get the game, like, oh, I'm not really a decorations person.
Yeah.
And then, like, after, like, 8 hours, when they've like got all the automation things and they've like got a bunch of money, they're like, look at my world, and it's so cool. Like, you know, that's honestly like crazy for me, because I think I might be terrible at decoration when I see other people's. They've got like a whole beach area and like stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice to see people get creative, and yeah, I don't know, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's strange because I'm not a type of person that plays like I liked Animal Crossing, but that was the only game really I played that had decorating it.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm not very into like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley or like resource management games. Like those aren't for me, just because like one, like I said, I am a completionist and I like to end a game. Like I like to do everything and then like stop playing it. Like it's done, it's done. Boom. I don't have to like worry about it anymore. But like with those type of games, it's never ending. And to me, it's just like, you know, like I don't play Minecraft, I don't play like Terraria or anything like that, because yeah, you can make your own goals to like what you want to accomplish, and that's fine and all, but like there's always going to be that part of me that's like, there's more to do. And I'm just not 100%. A fan with that. But with Berserk B.I.T.S, it doesn't have that. It's like there are levels. There's a story. There's a game to play. There's an end to it. But also, if you want, you can just keep doing whatever. You can just like keep customizing your thing and like adding decorations. Why? Because you want to. You can literally stop it anytime after that. And if you want to keep playing, you can. Perfect.
Yeah, and to piggyback off what you've just been saying, like the end of the game. There's an end of the game, but what we plan on doing as well is like we don't want you to feel like you just put because obviously it takes a long amount of hours to get your dude powered up, and by the time you're done, you're going to be so overpowered. It's like, what's the point, right?
Yeah.
We are going to keep adding in like tournament mode or like a new biome or like here's a weekly challenge where you can fight this virus and you get a special card and then the virus is gone forever. Like, we want to do things like that, or like you open up one day and it's like it pops up and like your PC's being hacked. Fight, we want to keep making like a reason to turn it on.
Yeah.
But that's only if you want to. There is an end game where you can just stop playing and like, you know what, I saved the internet, quote. But if you want to keep playing, we're going to keep adding stuff for you to like, have a reason to keep playing. So.
Yeah, and I love that. Oh my god. So like I mentioned before we started recording, this episode's going to release around the same time Berserk B.I.T.S does. Is there anything that you can say without giving too much away, of course, of what to expect from Berserk B.I.T.S that's not in the demo?
There is a lot of stuff like but it's not like insane stuff. Right. It's just like is a bunch of biomes, a bunch of bosses, story stuff, items, automation. Now I'll just say it's just a bunch of cool stuff you can get.
Cool.
I'm struggling to think of one specific thing that's going to blow everyone away. There might be. If I'm forgetting, I'll just pretend like I was keeping it secret. But there'll just be loads. I think it'll surprise people how much game there will be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's. I'm super excited and. I want everyone to play it.
Yeah, of course. What do you hope players take away from their time with Berserk B.I.T.S?
One thing I really want is for people to import their own characters and get creative with that. We have a community on Discord where people are posting their OCs, and honestly, I didn't think I'd enjoy it that much. But my favorite thing is seeing people like, hey, this is my OC, and they send a high res picture of their character, and they're like, and this is it in your game, sort of thing. It's like, oh, that is just, that's what you want. So if anyone wants to do pixel art stuff and put it in the game, please do it, because it's amazing to see.
Yeah, I'm sure if Danny Flexner hasn't already when he does play this, I'm sure he's gonna have a lot of fun with the customization of that. Oh god,
yeah. I mean, his work is phenomenal. He does a lot of Mega Man, like he's done like Mega Man art, like fan art and stuff, which is brilliant. So yeah, maybe I'll poke him and tell him to get something made.
All right, well, now let's enter the speed round where I'm going to ask you a bunch of silly random questions and we're going to see how you do. You ready?
Yes.
If you were the final boss in a video game, what would your title be?
Oh god. This is so tough. The final, the destroyer. I don't know, dude. I'm so bad at it. The Zooinator. How's that?
The Zooinator.
I'll put my name in there.
What would your boss theme music be? And you can choose any song from anywhere.
The Final Countdown, probably.
Very nice. If you were a superhero, what would your name be? And follow up, what powers would you have?
I'd like mind control, and I'd like to be called the mind control guy. So everyone knows not to mess with me.
Yeah, it's clear to the point. Like, we get it. Yeah.
You can probably tell I'm not like very good on my feet here.
No, you're good. If you can live in the world of your favorite childhood show, movie, or video game, which one would it be and why?
Mega Man NT Warrior or Battle Network, because then I'd have a real PE thing.
Wow, great answer. Which character from your childhood favorite show, movie, or game would you most like to have as a friend in real life?
Ooh, Doraemon with the magical door.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I've said it so many times, like, oh, I wish I just had Doraemon's door. Like, yeah, that would just be the answer. And he's obviously lovely blue dude. So.
Yeah, sick. Awesome. If your current favorite show or movie were to be adapted into a musical, what genre of music would you envision for it?
Ooh, J-pop or some Mega Man sort of, or maybe some rock. It's J-pop rock for a Mega Man. That'd be great.
Yeah, I love the Mega Man Battle Network anime. Like, that's such a good show.
So good,
right?
It's so underrated as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. Have you watched? Are you a fan of Star Force as well? Mega Man Star Force.
Star Force. Let me search it up real quick, just so I know what you're talking
it's
about.
Like it's a less talked about series, but it's like very big. Like people who wanted more after Battle Network.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen this.
They have this anime series as well, and I just love the art style for it.
This is the one I've seen. I've seen this anime. Yeah.
It looks brilliant, right? Yeah. There's also Mega Man NT Warrior, which I can't remember what it's called in Japan, but that was for the original Battle Network.
Right.
Yeah, I absolutely love those shows. So good.
Yeah, man. If you could attend any fictional event, for example, the Ewok celebration in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, which one would it be and why?
Probably a post-fight party with the Straw Hat Pirates.
Wow.
When they beat like someone and they all celebrate in town, or like, and there's just a bunch of food and drink and stuff. That'd be so fun. I'd love to be there.
That's a great answer. What would your 14-year-old self think of who you are today?
Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. I think they'd be pleasantly surprised. We did it. We made it into video games somehow, and you don't have to. My dream as a kid always was to not have an alarm clock, like for the morning.
Yeah.
And that was genuinely my goal. And yeah, like that actually was the goal. But yeah, so now that I work from home and I, work myself, I can wake up at like 10, 11. That's the dream for me anyway. I'm happy with that.
I love that. Oh my God.
I'm a simple person.
Well, you've made it to the end. It is now time for you to recommend 3 people that you'll share this episode with when it comes out, that you think they'll be a good guest on the show, if you can kind of help me get them on the show.
For sure. The first one I will reach out to is Tony Grayson from Anton Blast.
I've been trying to reach out to him for like a while now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll poke him. He's a busy dude.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's had a lot post-launch. Life is busy, but yeah, I'll reach out to him. You should check this out. Ben Starr, he made Revita.
Yes.
I'll reach out to him. He's a great developer. I don't know if he even talked publicly about what he's up to now, so it'd be nice to maybe chat with him. And what other developer maybe I have a friend who's working on something pretty cool. Yeah, go on. Actually, Sean Bialo. I don't know if you know him. He's a musician. He worked on like Penny's Big Breakaway. He's worked on TMNT. He's worked on Power Rangers. He's also worked on Berserk B.I.T.S.
Oh shoot! The new Power Rangers game?
Yeah. Rewind.
Oh my God! Yeah, we've actually collaborated with Digital Eclipse, where not only they let us review the game, but we've had one of the developers or producers of the game and one of the voice actors. We've had 2 of the voice actors from the show from the game on the show before, as of now.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
If you haven't talked to Sean, I'm sure he'd love to do it.
Yeah, of course.
He's also very versed in music.
Yeah.
So if he would probably get a massive kick at the start of this show as well.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, we have a great relationship with Digital Eclipse, so I'm sure that'll be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So those 3, lock them in. I'll reach out to him and I'll get something going.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate that so much. And yeah, do you have any final thoughts?
This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed talking to you. No, that's it really, mate. I'm probably just going to go play some Xenoblade,
Yes.
on my Switch.
Yes. I have to wait until I'm done with work to get to Xenoblade, but you can do it now. Lucky. Yeah, man. No, thank you so much. I'm super happy that you've had a good time. That's like exactly what I want, right? Yeah, we've been planning this for like a long time now, and I'm finally happy that we finally got to do this. I'm so excited for Berserk B.I.T.S to go live, and I'm so excited for everybody else listening to like go play. Like right now, the game might not be out just yet, but it will be soon. Go play the demo. Go play the demo before the game comes out, dudes. Like, go play. It's really fun. Check out Berserk B.I.T.S. Links to everything to Berserk B.I.T.S, Berserk Boys will be in the description down below, so you don't have to worry about it. I'll be sure to make sure that the audience knows. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. This has been an amazing, awesome, fun conversation. And yeah, I hope we get to be in touch, and just thank you so much.
Yeah, likewise, mate. Honestly, so much fun. Yeah, and also keep in touch. Yeah, it's awesome, mate. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right, that's all the time we have for today, guys. If you want to hear more from Zu, you can check out his website, berserkboygames.com, and follow their socials. And be sure to check out Berserk Boy, already out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation. And don't forget to check out their latest entry, Berserk B.I.T.S, coming out on Steam. Be sure to let us know what you think about this episode somewhere on the internet, and be sure to follow us on our socials and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Links to them are down below. Be sure to rate us 5 stars and leave a comment down below. We'll catch you on the next one.